birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the Baltimore sideline, a look at head coach John Harbaugh. These guys are in the midst of a great run and only one loss in their last 10 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And out the middle across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Love now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping it contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here's a 2nd and 5. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Yeah, he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Shelton. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Gutierrez. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Love. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Love taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get in the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Shelton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that will be incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And it's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Firing quickly out wide is Love. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Love looking to throw it. And they'll throw the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Ravens 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Shelton. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards for number 11.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Shelton. He's got the Michigan man posting Loveland. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Shelton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Shelton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A beautiful fake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like what...
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Shelton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Kalijah Cansey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Operating from the gun, Shelton. A quick throw there is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Ravens offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. A run here on first down with Reynolds. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Love. That's taken in by Golden. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Achane gets it from the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing. Love. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Back to the ground, Achane. And he stopped immediately there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Love. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now he's going to step up. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jordan Love, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This will be caught. Judy. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Over the middle, it's complete. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain an 18-point lead. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Chargers in the AFC West. And this is Quentin Johnston. He's going to stretch the field here, and this one is on target. 47 yards for the touchdown. The Chargers get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. He had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. From the gun on third down, Shelton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's a second down and 9. Looking to throw. Shelton. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Shelton firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love the...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Shelton. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 7. On play action. Love to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Shelton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Browns first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to... And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Looking to throw. Shelton. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Love fires that quickly outside. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Love will sneak it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll give this to Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. To throw now. Here's Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's a give to Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. There's a short one caught by Loveland. Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Back to throw. Shelton. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. First and goal. A touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts.
Judkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Oh, good move. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Love, they go play action now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
The Browns offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Now Hall to start the drive. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 8. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now. Operating from the gun. Shelton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Luke now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down and 6 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is third and 10. Looking to throw. Shelton. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And you take a look at the numbers, not much to complain about on that ledger. He has been terrific to this point in the proceedings. Here's Achane to start the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Love looking to throw it. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. The tight end in motion right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Throwing. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And they will take a knee here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Achane will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
On his loop for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now the Browns down by 11, a minute 15 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27.
Back to throw. Shelton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Shelton. Able to find Judy. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a 13th win on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as they're